Go.
Go.
Is it okay if I smoke?
No.
No, it's not. All right, it's fine. Okay, guys. In society today, many people look for a escape. Okay, the most common escape is vacation, but more than that, the most common escape for people is drugs. Okay, in society today, America, facing the legalization of marijuana, is a very taboo subject. Okay, if you are for legalizing marijuana, then you have a pretty open mind. If you're not, then you're performing a form of prohibition. Abraham Lincoln once said that a prohibition law strikes a blow at the very principles upon which our government was founded. Albert Einstein also said, "For nothing is more destructive of respect for the government and the law of the land than passing laws which cannot be enforced." This is the same way of how our government handles marijuana. DEA spends over $18 billion on this drug issue alone. And we're not talking cocaine. We're not talking Class S drugs. We're talking marijuana. We're talking the mildest form of strain in plants that we have that can actually be inhaled.
Well, as far as the DEA supporting trying to stop marijuana, then it's for a good reason. It's addictive. It consumes 75% of the teenage population.
I mean, I hear what you're saying, but none of it just really influences me. I mean, I'm not gonna. I mean, what are you saying? You got children running around smoking marijuana. It's not just a drug here, It leads on to cocaine. Come on, man, what are you saying?
But that's not true. Marijuana, like alcohol and any other drug, volume, what else you call those? Crystal meth, all of those, can be a gateway drug. But it's been proven that the majority of marijuana smokers do not go on to do other drugs. Do not. So, like marijuana is like any other substance. It's considered a gateway drug. Can be.
90% of people under 20 who tried marijuana when they were younger discontinued it and did not take any other drug after that. So the argument for it being a gateway drug is almost null and void. And where they get that statistic, it actually skews the statistics and surveys that were taken, because marijuana is the most available illegal drug out there.
Let me ask you a question.
So, well, hold on, let me finish.
Okay. All right.
Yes, sir. Marijuana is the most available illegal drug out there. So, when you're looking at the big picture, all of your illegal drugs that are harder to obtain, of course those guys are probably going to have tried marijuana before just because of its ease to get. But what were you asking?
Do you smoke marijuana?
I don't.
What do you know about it?
What do I know? In what regard?
Have you ever experienced the effect of it?
No.
Well, I have smoked marijuana.
Mm-hmm.
And the way you make it sound as if it's some kind of candy or something. It's not as easy as you make it seem.
No, but most of the research that's done is actually for medicinal uses, not for, say, recreational stuff, because it actually cures glaucoma.
Migraine,
There is no proven
anorexia.
fact.
also
There is no
lowers your
proven
immune
fact that
system.
it cures
That's
glaucoma,
not-
anorexia, or
Not
cancer.
cure.
Or
It's not
prevent.
a cure. It's used as a preventative or palliative method.
Cambridge University did a study on marijuana and how it can actually alleviate eye pressure. Now see, when you smoke marijuana, okay, what happens first? Your eyes get red, your mouth gets dry. Now the eyes getting red, that's actually something called intraocular dilation, which alleviates the blood in your eyes, okay? Now this can reduce pressure, which is commonly caused by glaucoma. Also in AIDS patients, you know how when they eat, they get nauseated. Now when you get your mouth dry, that's actually drying your stomach, which alleviates all the pains in your stomach. For cancer patients going through chemotherapy, which one would you rather be prescribed, oxycodone or Marinol?
And see, not only that, but cancer patients and AIDS patients with wasting syndrome. They don't have an appetite. Marijuana gives them an appetite. It's those who
You know,
wait a minute, let me get my point, okay? Those who have smoked marijuana know that it gives you the munchies, okay? That's the benefit of it, because when you're getting chemo, you do not have an appetite. When you have the wasting syndrome of AIDS, you do not have an appetite. So you're just wasting away, you're losing weight, you don't have the appetite. Marijuana, or better yet, there is a synthetic drug called Marinol that has the same properties as marijuana that's given, and it does increase the appetite.
Okay, you know, let's get back on point, on topic, okay? Those drugs are given, which most likely, I mean, they're prescribed. I mean, we're talking about legalizing it.
Marinol is prescribed.
Oh, okay,
But
that's what,
marijuana is not.
you want to,
Okay, wait a minute, what? Okay, go ahead.
are we
No,
here to
I'm sorry.
legalize it, or are we here to, you know, talk about the healthy things about it, you know? I mean, we're here to legalize it. I mean, it's already prescribed to the AIDS patients, the people that have glaucoma. I mean, that's already, you know,
We know
it's
that that's
prescribed.
what it is.
Okay, now why should it be given to a person like me with no issues, no problems?
Okay.
In 1995, there was a 30-year study that was done by a British medical journal, and they concluded that smoking cannabis, even long-term, had no harmful effects on your health.
What was this?
1995.
Okay, if you want to legalize marijuana, how are you going to explain when a 9-year-old or a 12-year-old or an 18-year-old who is not have any mental problems, any physical problems, any medical problems at all, go into a store and buy something that is going to cause them, in some aspects, medical problems, because it can cause lung deterioration.
Okay, first of all, that would never happen if it was legalized, because believe me, if it's legalized, the government's gonna get their share of their money. So it's stipulations gonna be put on it, such as like cigarette and alcohol, but we all know there's stipulations, you know, exceptions. You know, young people drink.
It'll just be one more
Underage.
problem for us to worry about. Instead of just
Oh, but
worrying
the
about
problem
the
is already
things that we have
there.
right now, we're going to have to really
But
worry
the
about.
problem is already there. People, I mean, they drop pills, you know, prescription pills.
And if you're wanting to talk about problems with kids, some drug offenders, particularly marijuana, actually serve more time than child molesters. So are you wanting your kids to hang out with child molesters, rapers, murderers,
No.
rather than having the possible chance, not even for sure, but possible chance that they might try marijuana?
On that note, guys, you want to get personal? Let's get personal. Norman, you say you've smoked marijuana before, right?
Once.
Once.
Yes, sir.
That's it.
Yes, sir.
The first time I smoked marijuana, I was 16 years old. I got headaches. It was really bad.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. By the third time, I realized, you know, in a professional point of view, because I used it in moderation, that it was really less harmful. I mean, take a look at this. Our high school is one of the most vicious high schools that we've got this generation. Our generation of kids have, you know, underage teenage pregnancy and everything. Little Timmy goes to the dentist and gets his cap or his tooth pulled out or, you know, whatever. You know, the Dr. Dennis, let's say, prescribes him Oxycontin, or Xanax, or Valiums, or barbiturates, you know, or Vicodin. It doesn't matter. Once little Timmy brings his medication to school, that's payday for everybody. Everybody's happy. All right, marijuana, yeah, you can say it's a problem, but it's a problem that's causing our government $45 billion a year. And I believe that money can be used to stimulate the economy, as with taxation. As long as cigarettes, you know, get the middle pay, we can get the middle pay. All right? Let that money go where it needs to go.
So when little Timmy smokes his weed, or
Right.
smokes his joint, puts it in the air, fires it up.
Blazes
okay?
it up.
He blazes his joint up. What does little Timmy do while he's high? You know, can little Timmy focus? Down the street, he accidentally swerves off the sidewalk and gets hit by a car.
Wait a minute.
No.
Okay.
I mean,
Okay.
can little Timmy, can he focus when he has a female sitting next to him and they decide to have unprotected sex? I mean, can you give